Hey guys, Anthony with the Rad Company, and today we are here for another shop tour at AJR Restorations, and I am here with Ken. What's going on, man?
Hey man, what's going on?
So we are here in, I would say a pretty awesome performance-oriented shop with tons of goodies here, and we want to get a quick shop tour. So first and foremost, what is AJR? How long have you guys been here?
AJR started as Alex Job Racing, and then Alex built this place back in 2000. In 17, he retired from the pro side, so we went and transferred into AJR Restorations.
Okay.
Basically focusing then on the restorations of the vintage Porsche race cars, and then general race cars.
Okay. Very cool, very cool. And so you guys have been here for how long again?
Right now, 23 years.
23 years.
24 years.
24 in the same shop?
Yep, same shop.
Holy smokes, okay. And you've been here for all those years?
I've been here for 18 now.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you've been here for a while.
Yes.
Familiar place.
Yes.
So this shop is absolutely massive, and it does continue on for a little while further that way, and we're going to get to that here momentarily, but we're going to kind of step here into the middle of the shop and start covering some of this stuff. So Ken, typically we talk about in these videos the flooring, the lighting, all that different kind of stuff. So I'm assuming on the floor here we have epoxy?
Yep, we had an epoxy that was put down original in 2000.
Okay.
So what you see is just kind of well worn.
But you know what? It's lasted. It
has lasted.
It is still mostly there. Okay.
It is, we mop every Friday,
yep.
So you know everything is cleaned, and yeah, with the stuff that's been drug across it has been.
Yeah, especially after over all these years.
Yes.
Now, lighting-wise, do you guys feel like you have enough lighting here in the shop?
Yes. So a few years ago, then we converted everything to LED corn cobs.
Okay.
And it really brightened the place up. You know, being that the older industrial style lights.
And working on cars in decent light makes a pretty big difference.
Huge difference.
I think we've all worked in some non-ideal situations where we don't have lighting, and we still make it work, but we always go,
not fun.
Not fun. A little bit more lighting would help. So here in this, I guess this whole middle room, what would you call this area right here?
This is our main workshop.
Okay.
So this is where all of the service work, the builds, everything like that doesn't need fabrication or body work or anything like that. Say this would be our clean side.
Clean side, okay, very good. And then you guys have how many lifts here? I see 1, 2, 3, 4.
Four in
lifts.
This one. Yep.
Four in just this one.
This one. We have one more over in the machine shop as well.
Okay, very cool. And what I want to know, so the first thing that caught my eye when we walked in here, what is this thing that the car is on over here with these ramps?
That is an alignment rack.
Okay, alignment rack. Okay.
Yep. So that we would take to the racetrack and set it up.
Mobile, essentially.
Yes.
Right? Mobile
yeah. It would completely tears down and goes in a rolly case.
Yep. So
it would fit in the top of the trailer.
Yep.
So every race we'd set it up. So every session the car went out, we went up on there to double check everything. Right. So after a build, then absolutely it gets up there, aligned, corner balance weighted, yep. Ready to go.
Heck yeah, man, right on. And so over here, I mean, you guys have all your different tooling and all of that. You have plenty of mobile workstations here, which is really cool.
Yep.
And so I guess primarily in this area over here, same situation, just more general mechanical work?
Yep, yep. We have one flat bay for prototype cars that don't necessarily fit on lifts.
Okay. So
that would be that area there. And then, yeah, this whole general area would be just the general shop.
Dude, yeah, no, this is pretty sweet. This, I think this car caught everybody's eye when we first pulled up, which is pretty amazing. This, I mean, also absolutely amazing as well. So just really quick, just so people, because people are gonna ask in the comments here. Yeah. So this car over here?
GT40, yep. Mark IV, replication. The motor was a little tired in it, so the customer brought it and we pulled the motor for him. It's on its way back. We'll install it, fix a few other things in that, and then that'll go. Race
car stuff, okay.
Yep.
And then here in the middle?
This is 1987 turbo V6 Corvette. Nice. The only turbo V6 built. Okay. Raced 86, 87, then went to Costa Rica, yep. Where the customer found it. It was a basket case. This was restored by Dan Banks from Corvette Racing.
Okay.
We supported it at the Daytona 24 Hour just a few weeks ago for the Heritage display. So
nice.
it's we're doing a few things to it, and then the customer will take it and put it in his warehouse.
Sweet. No, I think it looks pretty mean. And then over here, we were kind of talking earlier. You said this is a customer car here who enjoys some weekend racing, some kind of every once in a while stuff.
Absolutely, a 2018 GT3 Cup. This gentleman lives up in Pittsburgh, and he just track days it up there, and then in the wintertime brings it down here, and we'll do a couple events at Sebring with them, and then prep it to go back north for the summer.
Sweet, right on. So, I mean, just rough estimate, right? I'd say pretty much most of your customers here are either race car drivers, collectors,
yes,
and so on, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so everybody here is kind of performance oriented, and as far as working on these cars and working on new builds and stuff like that, do you ever get tired of working on race cars?
No.
No. Okay.
Absolutely not. This is way better than a real job.
Yeah, a real job. Yeah, exactly. This is a lot of play, a lot of fun. And
yes,
so
but we're blessed to be able to, do what we do here, because this is obviously in the motorsports, it's a passion.
Yep.
You have to have the passion.
I agree, 100%.
And so being able to do this is just
it's a dream.
It's a dream.
Dream, right on. Okay, so we've kind of covered the main area here. I mean, we'll kind of continue because people need to understand there's a little bit more to this shop than just this right here. So we'll kind of cover everything else, and then we'll kind of loop back around, and we'll kind of talk more about tools, storage, and things like that. So is there anywhere else we can go?
Absolutely. Let's go check out the machine shop. Yes. So this is our machine shop, fabrication shop. This is where all the metal work happens. We've got one up here that's got a little frame damage that's going to be repaired. Okay. Basically, we can pretty much do everything we need in-house, whether it's welding or milling and lathes and,
You got a tool for everything.
We try.
You try, okay.
Absolutely.
And I mean, as far as, have you guys ever had a project that was too extensive or something that you guys didn't specialize in, maybe that you needed to take the car elsewhere, or is this primarily, you've built this to be able to do everything?
We've built it to be able to do everything. Obviously, there's some stuff that you can't do in-house.
Yeah.
Structural, if something is really bent, or if it's more, say, on a manufacturing side of things. Using the hand stuff is great, but if I can take a piece and have it CNC'd, a few doors down, then that's the efficient way to go.
And I think just here locally in the area, you guys have a lot of cool resources here, and a lot of people that specialize in really cool stuff, which is awesome as well. And so, this is great. All the different tools, all the different machines. Killer setup. I mean, we've been through a few different shops, and we haven't seen anything like this yet. So that's it. It's pretty awesome.
Well, thank you.
All right. So anywhere else?
Yes. Then you come to the storage. Okay. So, with being a professional race team for almost 30 years, you build up a lot of stuff. And,
oh wow! Yeah.
And we have a lot of stuff.
This is a lot of stuff. A lot of good parts here.
Yes, there's a lot of good parts for a lot of different cars. There's bodywork over there. Fuel bladders, water pipes, suspension stuff. There's the wheels will go on and on.
That's a lot of wheels.
Yes.
That's a lot of wheels. And so, would you say that you guys are able to dip into kind of the parts area a lot to be able to find parts for customers?
Absolutely.
Or things like that?
Because as these cars are getting older, especially the motorsports side, say Porsche Motorsports doesn't keep supplying the old race cars. Okay. So parts will become no longer available. Yeah. So either you find, you have to find something, you have to make something, so a lot of the stuff that we have, we can either resurface and repurpose it to put it back into service. Yeah. And we can go from there.
Gosh, man, I guess this kind of answers my storage question, right? What do you guys do for storage? Well, you have your own essentially warehouse here, right? To be able to have everything, like you said, from bodywork and all these different parts. This is pretty incredible. And that car over there, can we talk about that car?
Yeah, absolutely. So with the blue car up front,
Oh, there's two. I didn't know there was two. Oh, man.
So the white car is a customer from Pittsburgh as well. He is buddies with the guy with the blue car.
Okay.
So same thing, they bring them down in the winter, and when they're ready to go down to Sebring, we'll pull it out and dust it off and get her all ready to go.
So I guess that kind of gets to my next question here. What is the most popular area that most people are going to race their cars around here? Is it Sebring?
Yes. Yeah, Sebring is, for lack of a better term, a little more user-friendly than, say, to try to go to Daytona. Okay. You know, there's a little place north of here called the Firm. That's a really good test track, shakedown track. But Sebring,
I've seen videos of the Firm. It's smaller, right?
Yes, it's smaller, but we've done a few shakedowns there, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's just simple. It's, you know, you can get in and out. And
yep. And Sebring, I mean, typically when most people are going out, are they going out for kind of weekend track days? Or are they going out for races?
Yeah, most of the time it's either a weekend track day event or, you know, a club event.
Okay.
You know, Porsche Owners Club or,
yep.
you know, stuff like that. So that's the closest, say, the closest area to the closest track to get to that. Okay. You know, versus say go to Atlanta.
Yep.
And since now West Palm is gone.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, that makes sense because we're kind of learning about this area as well. Because I was like, how far is Sebring? They said, like a couple hours. Okay, so because believe it or not, in Idaho, we have Firebird Raceway, which is a drag track, right? Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. The whole state. But we do have some go-kart tracks, but they are, you can't fit a car on them, unfortunately. So sure. I am always jealous of people that are able to go out for track days. So we'll kind of continue on from here. This is, this is incredible though. Oh man. Do you know the square footage of what you guys have kind of total?
Yes, I believe it's 17,000. Okay. Because yeah, the end is 5 and each of the little ones are 2,500. And then the main shop, I believe, is 75.
Jeez. Okay. So you guys got quite a bit of room.
Yes.
And yeah. Did you guys acquire all this at the same time, or did you kind of grow into certain buildings as you kind of continued?
Well, when Alex built the whole building, he had it sectioned off and was renting out the bays. And then in 2007, I believe it was, is when we opened it up and took over the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So that way we could spread everything out as our programs build and the amount of stuff and storage we needed.
Very good. Very good. Right on, dude. Yeah, this is a. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Dane. They're enjoying this.
So at the very end of the building is more parts storage, but it's also where the collection lays.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah.
Now, this is the top secret room that you know, a lot of the public doesn't get to see. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, we're definitely getting a treat here, just being able to come back and walk into here. So, yeah, it's incredible seeing all these cars. You kind of walked through with us earlier with what some of these are, and they're all pretty much many of them race cars.
Yeah. Yeah. There's only 2 street cars in the bunch. And they're pretty significant as well, but the race cars are our main focus.
Jeez, yeah, that's amazing. And so primarily here, just storage, track day stuff. I mean, yeah, this is a ton of space here. We all kind of wish we had a garage this big, right?
We mount our own tires, balance our own tires. We have our own powder coat oven over there. Sweet. So do a lot of in-house powder coating as well.
Sweet, sweet.
And then if you'd like, there's also the lunchroom.
Cool, yeah, no, let's check it out. I think the only thing, right, a paint booth, right, is the only thing this place is missing?
That's the only thing we're missing. And then we have a lunchroom.
Sweet, man, right on. Heck yeah.
So.
Lunchroom with not a bad view, right?
No, not at all.
Awesome, cool. So we will head to the main area because I do have a few more questions for you. All right, so now that we're back here in the main area, so I want to talk about tools because tools are important.
Absolutely.
And many shops need tools to run. So as far as tools that you guys have here, including your mobile alignment center and everything else, what would you guys say are some of your most important tools that you guys need here? Whether it be lifts, racks, what would you say is a make it or break it for your guys' shop?
Wrenches.
Wrenches,
Absolutely.
Okay.
The lifts obviously are great and whatnot, but if you don't have your basic stuff, your basic stuff to work on nuts and bolts.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to. I mean, for me, the hand tools are very important.
Yep.
Everything else is not necessarily secondary, but everything has its purpose. But your main tool are wrenches, sockets, you know, every now and then a big hammer.
Yeah, every now and then. Because we were over at Freddie's and we were watching him obviously work on that Porsche that he has over there. Yep. And so with the engine out of the car, there's a lot of room, right? When it's on the ground, right?
Absolutely.
With the engine up in the car, things get very
tight.
Very tight back there.
Yes.
And so actually saw Freddie shaving down a wrench to be able to fit into a tight area. And I go, okay.
Any of these toolboxes, you will find a modified wrench for some purpose.
For some purpose, right on. Very, very cool. And so as far as storage goes for all the tools though, this is obviously full of a ton of stuff here.
Sure, this was our track box when we were on the pro side. This went with us. This was our toolbox that was in our garage area or our paddock. Yep. So this had to have everything we needed tool-wise. It's got storage on each side. It's got chemicals. You know, we can roll it out and we can get to work with this.
Very cool.
We have standard toolboxes around a little bit here and there. Yep. Obviously, when we were a full two-car program, we had a lot of hand tools. Yep. So there's multiple boxes around. There's certain boxes that just go to the racetrack, so they don't get pilfered and that. And but that's the big thing for me personally.
And then any other areas to check out?
Out back.
Out back? Yeah. Okay, all right.
This would be our composite and paint shop.
Okay, all right.
And then our view.
Very nice.
So this is where all the body work ends up. This is where all the sanding, you know.
This is where it should end up. You know, because you don't want it in there.
Exactly. You know, we can do majority of our own carbon fiber here in house. Okay. So again, all the grinding, you put a big fan out and just blow it out there.
Nice.
And then it's like relaxing.
And you guys, it is absolutely relaxing. We don't, like I said, in Idaho, we don't really have this much I mean, we have a lot of space, but not space that's, I would say as pretty as this, right? This is a little bit nicer.
So let's check out one last spot on the shop tour.
Oh, wow. Holy shiny. This is a lot. This is a lot.
This represents 29 years of racing history. Yes. As a race team of Alex Job Racing, we had 70 professional wins, 2 24 hours of Daytona, 2 24 hours of Le Mans, and 10 12 hours of Sebring wins.
Holy smokes.
The company, Alex Job Racing, was inducted into the Sebring Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And there's some hardware to show for it.
Yeah, seriously, you would think, pick a cup, any cup, right? You could fill up a lot of drinks, right? Or I guess you could pour a lot of drinks here.
You could pour a lot of drinks, sure.
There is so much here. This is amazing. Holy smokes. And so all of these were because of cars that came through here.
Yep, absolutely.
That is absolutely incredible. So I guess good job to you and good job to everybody else, the rest of the team and everybody that made this possible, because this is absolutely incredible, man. Holy smokes. What would you say out of all of these, I mean, can you just think of a race that was probably one of the Le Mans or one of the Daytona 24 hours? What were the most intensive, I should say?
For me personally, 2013 Daytona 24 hour. Okay. We partnered with the Audi factory and ran an R8 and won. But it was a little bit of a battle there towards the end. A little, anxiety built up, but huge win.
And when you were there?
Yes, I was the crew chief of the car at the time.
Oh, geez.
So yes, that was
pretty no pressure, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's some like the can't find out where it is now. The Laguna Seca win that we did with the Ruby Tuesday car was a come up from behind win, and we finished with a liter of fuel left in it, and it was just like that nerve-wracking, like, are we gonna make it?
Is it gonna cross?
So are we gonna run out? Those ones are intense, but any win is good. Anytime you get to taste the champagne,
taste it, whether it's on you or you know, or it lands inside your mouth, right?
And for the mechanics, we don't get the silver.
Yeah.
So we can walk away with a champagne bottle.
Hey, that's plenty all right,
Yep,
right?
that's the mechanics trophy.
That's awesome, man. Well, sweet. This is way too cool. Right on, man. Well, hopefully everybody has seen plenty of the shop. We've gotten a lot of awesome shots thanks to Jimmy, and this has just been such a fantastic tour, and really happy to see what goes behind the scenes here at AJR, and hopefully everybody else is as well. So Ken, thank you so much. And where can people find you? You guys have an Instagram?
Yep, AJR Restorations on the Instagram. AJRrestorations.com is the website. There's tons of pictures of past builds and that, a lot of detailed stuff. So yeah, check it out.
All right, when I get my Porsche race car someday,
Yes,
someday,
absolutely.
It's coming down here. So thank you guys so much. And for everybody else watching, thank you all. And as always, if you guys love the shop tours and want us to see more, make sure to give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below for more, and stay tuned for more shop tours right here at the Rag Company.